start your interview. So, Ayush, please tell me about yourself.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Ayush Tejwani. I come from the city of known as the coaching capital of India, Kota, Rajasthan. I have recently completed my graduation in Bachelor's of Arts in Commerce and Economics from Shahid Bhagat Singh Evening College, University of Delhi. Uh, and from During my UG journey, I developed a keen interest in business management, and I wish to pursue entrepreneurship in future, and which is like a main reason of mine to pursue an MBA. I aim to gain experience through corporates and start my own venture sometime in the future.
Okay, that's quite interesting, Ayush. Ayush, are you a fresher or work experience person?
Fresher, I am a fresher.
Okay, can you elaborate more about your last year internship as well as the project that you did?
During my UG, I did take part in the G20 summit, which happened in New Delhi. Took part in it as a volunteer, and I handled a team of 15 volunteers during that. It was one of a kind experience for me. And I did some marketing for National Institute of Securities Market in my college. I promoted their events and etc.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Are you a team person or individual person?
I'm a team person.
Can you give me an instance where you lead a team from front?
As I mentioned, I led a team of 15 volunteers during the G20 summit, which happened in New Delhi. So my main task was to act as a bridge of communication between senior officials and my volunteering team. I used to I did make a flow of communication, and I led a team and like describe them how they are supposed to work and pass on the orders that were received from my seniors.
Okay. If you get a chance to change something in your life in terms of your professional career, what are you gonna do?
Change something in my. I would like to like go back and rethink my UG degree, I would say, and something like maybe explore more opportunities which I had, but I declined them.
Okay, no worries. Ayush, you are from which city?
I'm from Kota, Rajasthan.
Okay, understood. So can you tell me why one should visit Kota?
The one primary reason my city is famous for is the coaching city, which is the preparation for IIT, JEE, and NEET. And also, during the recent years, it has been developed into a tourist spots with major developments such as the riverfront and many tourist attractions. And of course, coming to the food, you can always try the famous kachori of Kota. It is well known in entire Rajasthan.
Understood. Ayush, if you get a chance to change something in your life in terms of your professional career and the teamwork that you are doing, what you gonna do?
Uh, I just answered this question.
No, I wanted to
I'm
ask
sorry.
you in terms of personal plus professional attitude.
Oh, personal plus professional. Am I right?
Yes.
Personal and professional. Personal, I would say I have not been able to. I would like to connect I would like to connect more with like-minded individuals. I look for people who always inspire me, and I would like to change. Uh, I would say a little of. I'm working on my time management skills, and I would like to improve them.
Okay. I'll give an example topic to you. Think about the
Okay.
topic for almost 30 seconds. And you have to talk on the topic for almost 2 minutes. Here, I'll check
Okay.
your critical thinking, decision making, and spontaneous thinking. I believe that it is very handy when it comes to becoming a manager, where you're going to handle a team of 6 to 8 people. Topic is
Okay.
should India host 2036 Olympics? Your time starts now. You can use pen and paper to jot down your points.
Okay. Okay.
Go for it.
So, okay. So, according to it's my personal view on this. I think India should refrain from hosting such a large event, considering we have like many major problems other than, I mean, there is many things which are remain to solve in India. And organizing an Olympics, I would say, would be, I have a very pessimistic view on it. I would say this would invite a lot of corruption in India, like it happened in the Commonwealth Games 2010. And I think the scale of the event, I mean the scale of an event of such large scale, I would say it won't be feasible financially to India. And as we have seen previous Olympics, how they affect the country's financial capabilities. For example, in the case of Paris 2024 Olympics, how the government spent so much money and how the infrastructure was developed. And apart from Olympics, I would like to take an example of the 2022 Qatar FIFA World Cup. I believe it's the event of the similar scale. How the labor was used from different countries, and how the condition of infrastructure, if you see it right now, is in Qatar. So I believe it won't be a very feasible financially decision to host the Olympics in India.
Okay. Ayush, why you really want to do an MBA at this point?
I believe that MBA for me, as I remember, in my UG, mentor, one of my professors suggested me that if like you want to be a leader, you want to learn leadership skills, team skills, and what you should take MBA as an important career path in your journey, in your professional journey. So I believe like through an MBA, I would be able to explore the careers that I want to pursue, mainly in finance or strategy. And I believe this MBA will help me like put up the ladder in my professional journey, and it will help me a lot, I believe.
No worries. I wanted to understand more about the colleges that you had, right? What kind of calls that you have as of now?
As of now, Great Lakes is like the best call I have right now, and I have calls from four as well.
Okay. So Ayush, I wanted to understand, since if I look at the current structure of MBA, there are 20 IIMs,
Okay.
there are
Yes.
4 to 5 private B schools which are ahead of Great Lakes. The ISB, which
Yes.
is one of the top B school in the country, also started their 2 year MBA program. Why you
Yes.
really want to join our campus?
I believe uh, Great Lakes would be a very good fit for me considering the location. I always wanted to pursue a job or a college towards the southern part of India. I've never been to southern part of India. One of the reason could be this, and mainly I believe Great Lakes hold a strong brand value, and and the quality of education they are providing is one of at the top with the industry standards. So I want that these are some of the reasons I would like to join Great Lakes for.
Okay. So Ayush, who is the founder of Great Lakes?
I read about him on the eight. I remember the last name. It's Professor Balakrishnan. I'm not aware of his full name, and I remember that he used to be a professor at Kellogg School of Management.
Okay. Can you tell me the clubs and committee which are present in the campus?
While scrolling to the website, I did come across there is a marketing club. Of course, there's a placement committee. Then I read about fundraising committee as well, and there was a FinCom that I. These are some of the clubs I read about on the website.
Okay. How many years Great Lakes have been established into the market?
Great Lakes was established in 2004, so it has been around 20 years.
Can you tell me 5 alums of Great Lakes who have been at the top position when it comes to industry?
Sorry, I'm not aware of the alums.
Okay. No worries. What's your take on the PGPM 2.0 as well as PGDM 2.0 that is coming into the market? Is it a revolutionary decision or is it a failure for the industry?
Actually, I'm not aware about PGPM 2.0 and PGDM 2.0.
Okay.
What exactly it is?
Do you have any idea regarding the simulation lab that is present there in the campus?
No, I don't have an idea.
If you get a chance to come into the campus, what specialization that you thought about it?
I have a keen interest in finance. I wish to pursue CFA with my MBA, and I would also like to approach many other specializations which Great Lakes has to offer. For example, I want to explore marketing and operations as well.
Okay. What is working capital?
Working capital is like the current liabilities minus current assets.
Okay. What is EBITDA?
EBITDA is the uh, EBITDA is the earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization.
What is cash flow statement?
Cash flow statement is it's in three parts. It shows the overall cash inflow and outflow in a company. It is in three parts: cash flow from operating activities, dealing with day-to-day operation activities, how cash inflows and outflows. Then comes cash flow from investing activities, investments in how the company's investment, sale, purchase of land, building, machinery, etc. Then comes cash flow from financing activities, which shows the overall uh, financial decisions a company takes, and the net cash flow shows the inflow and outflow of
What is
cash in a
good?
company.
What is goodwill?
Goodwill is an intangible assets or the reputation or a brand name a company holds in the market. It's an intangible asset.
Okay. Can you tell me how finance plays a very important role when it comes to MBA?
How finance?
Yes.
Finance is very important. I believe, if you know how to manage your money, you are already ahead of many in the market. And MBA, for an MBA, I believe finance is very important. Managing the may it be managing finance for a organization you are working, or maybe managing your personal finance. So it plays a very important role.
When is your final interview?
Final interview 28th February.
Okay. Could you elaborate more about investment banking? What do you think about the structure of investment banking?
Investment banking, I don't have a very detailed idea. I wish to explore it. But I know it's like y- investment banking would be like uh, usage of companies' funds. It involves mergers and acquisitions, valuations, etc.
Okay. Where do you see yourself 5 years down the line?
5 years down the line, I see myself working in a good reputed firm at top position, mostly in a financial position. And at that point, I would be starting to think about my entrepreneurship venture.
What is GDP?
GDP, gross domestic product, some value of all the goods and services produced inside in a country in a year.
Okay. What is the inflation rate of our country?
Overall inflation rate, the last I read was around 6%.
Okay. Who is the head of Niti Aayog?
Head of Niti Aayog would be the Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi.
Who is the RBI governor?
RBI governor, I have no idea right now.
Okay. How do you handle negativity?
Shakti Kanta Das, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you handle negativity?
Negativity, could you like elaborate in what sense exactly?
Let's say uh, you're working in an environment where there's a lot of negativity spreads around you in terms of your career and course and the ambition that you have. Due to that, you are
Okay,
not able to push yourself to the limits where you had a lot of potential, right?
okay.
So I wanted to understand in this environment, how do you, come out of that as a solution?
I would say the best thing that I could think of right now, which I use when I am surrounded by negativity, is to talk to your loved ones. I would say take their guidance, share your problem with them, and take their opinion and look for a solution. I think this is the best
Okay,
thing one can do.
understood. Can you tell me the difference between GDP and GNP?
GDP is like the domestic, GDP is on the geographical basis, while GNP is on the nationality basis. All the products and services inside a country are under GDP, and all the products and services generated by a national of, I mean, a citizen of the country or a nationality of a country comes under GNP.
Okay. Can you tell me the current rate of US dollars?
Current rate of, I mean, like the exchange rate,
Yes.
it's around 87 right now, 87, 86.
Okay. Uh, do you invest in stocks?
Yes, I have applied through IPOs and etc.
Okay. So can you tell me why stock market is depleting day by day?
The main reason would be the foreign institutional investors taking an exit, and the strengthening of the US dollar, and also the Q4 for the 2024 year has been a very slow growth, around 5% for all the companies. So that's why the market is on a downtrend right now.
What is Nifty?
Nifty is the index of top companies in India
What is the
listed
repo
on the
rate?
stock market.
Okay. What is repo
Repo
rate?
rate, repo rate is the at the rate of interest at which RBI provides loans to commercial banks. It's around 6.25 right now.
Okay. What is reverse repo rate?
Reverse repo rate is just the opposite. The rate at which commercial banks or the RBI raises funds through commercial banks, it's around 3.35 right now.
Okay. Can you elaborate more about the components of cash flow statement?
Components of cash flow statement, as I said, cash flow from investing activities, cash flow from financing activities, cash flow from operational activities.
Okay. What is goodwill?
Goodwill, all as I said, the intangible asset. It's an intangible asset of a company which determines the brand value, the ethics. I mean, the recognition of a brand in a market.
Okay. What is the biggest strength of your life and where you use this strength?
Biggest strength, I would say, I have eagerness to learn, and I am adaptable to whatever the situation might be. I have an eagerness to learn, and uh, I also learn fast, and I have some leadership skills, and I wish to improve them too. And I use them to like connecting with like-minded individuals, people who can inspire me, be a better version of myself.
Okay. Can you give me an instance where you lead a team from front?
Leading a team, one experience I described you at the event, and second would be society in my the I was the head of economic society in my college during my UG. We used to organize events, competitions. We used to we used to organize an event called the NYEC. It was a research paper. um Economics research paper competition. It was a nationwide. I led my team, and we organized bringing sponsorships, connecting with participants, submitting research papers, finalizing the uh, finalist, also conducting GDs, etc.
Okay. What is the biggest strength of your life so far in terms of, in our professional career, where you use this strength in terms of solving your doubts or in terms of solving your queries to the professors?
Uh, I would say communication, effective communication.
Okay.
That would be one of the strengths.
What is the biggest weakness of your life so far? How you overcome this weakness and what you learned from it?
I would say weakness would be, I would say, I don't like say no to things that I should, I believe. I realized that later. And also, I do procrastinate a little bit, not much. I'm trying to overcome that. I'm trying to learn how to prioritize my tasks and my time throughout the day. So I did take a lesson from this. As I remember, I missed a deadline during my application process for interviews. So I am learning that. That is one of my weaknesses.
Understood. How would an MBA help you to advance in your career?
MBA, as I said, it would be like the next best thing I could do right now, and look for it will help me improve my uh, skills which I have, and maybe learn new skills which are required according to the market. And my main reason to do an MBA would be to connect with like-minded individuals, as I said. Basically, if I say I am looking for a co-founder right now, and I need somebody who thinks just like me, and hopefully I can make big someday.
Okay. What would your co-workers, colleagues, as well as your managers, supervisors, as well as the friends, say about you?
They would say that I am a guy who is very selectively extroverted, and I believe they would compliment my humor. I believe that. I really don't know. I've never asked them. These would be some of the things, and also they say that I can take charge. I am good at taking charge.
Okay. Since you showed interest into operation management, right? Can you tell me
Yeah.
what is operation management?
Operation management, I don't have a very deep idea about it. I just know briefs about it. Like it's the management of day-to-day operations in a company, communication between various departments, and operations as in how the company procures and how it delivers the final product, etc. Something like that.
What is supply chain management?
Supply chain management would be, yeah, that how a company will, like procure a product or a service, and how it will be provided to the end consumer.
Okay. What are your expectations from the budget? Just tell me what went right and what went wrong for the middle class as well as bottom pyramid of the table during this budget.
I did read about it briefly. I would say the taxation structure which has been changed for the non-taxing limit has been extended to around 12 lakhs. So I believe this will help. This will keep the money with a middle class, which will increase the spending as the government was targeting. So it will lead to a growth in the economy, which will increase the money supply. I would say the taxation, and also right now as we are seeing that Tesla is trying to enter Indian market, and they have like the government is thinking of reducing the tariffs from 100% to around 15%. So uh, it could be a pass or it could be a fail. Also, I'm not very informed about deeply about the budget.
Okay, no worries. Since Modi government has focused a lot in terms of startups, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the startup culture of India?
Startup culture, I think it's on the rise. It's going to grow after this or afterwards of this. With the coming of shows like Shark Tank India, there is a increased wave of entrepreneurship among Indians. So I believe the market is going to grow. We are going to see a lot of new ideas, etc.
Okay, how do you handle stress and pressure?
Stress and pressure. Actually, I haven't mentioned as that. I am into keen into music. I play piano. I am into instrumental music. I sometimes try to sing. So to de-stress myself, I usually go to music.
Okay, which business leader that you inspire a lot from that person? And I wanted to understand why you follow that person.
Could you repeat? Sorry.
Which business leader, right? You
Okay.
wanted to become like, you wanted to expose the learning that the business leader had, right? And why you are inspired from that person.
I would say I'm a lot into Shark Tank India. I have watched all the seasons, all the episodes. So one of the leaders that actually strike through me is Ritesh Agarwal, co-founder and CEO OYO Group. I have seen how from a young age he started his business, and how he used to fundraise at such a very young age, and how he connects with people who are actually in need, and how his organization actually promotes entrepreneurship as a venture. So he's one of the person that I follow.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Recently, I wanted to understand your opinion regarding global supply chain, like India's stance when it comes to global operations. What do you think about it?
Um, on the operation sides, I don't have an idea at this
Okay.
deep right now.
Can you tell me the definition of leadership?
Definition of leadership.
Yes.
A leadership would be like it could leadership would be important skill in which the person is expected to uh, expected to have a great knowledge, critical thinking, and be a judgment and somebody who can take charge and somebody who is accountable with responsibility and should be yeah, that's it.
Okay. Can you tell me five attributes which are necessary to become a successful business leader?
Five attributes would be, I think, passion, um, purpose, uh, successful, uh, empathy is one of them. Um, uh, Staying grounded, know about your business, know about your numbers, etc. He should be a team person, obviously, and he should be somebody who grows with people around them.
Okay. Can you tell me three recent development which are happened when it comes to finance industry?
Three recent
Uh,
developments.
Developments.
In what particular
Uh,
criteria, I guess?
in terms of changing the internship, changing the scope of industry, as well as coming with these new tools and technologies such as AI, data, machine learning, deep learning. So, what do you think
Okay.
about this?
I believe we are I coming to AI. I believe like in finance, it can help a lot. It could help companies reduce their costs. It could obviously automate the processes, the tasks which are repetitive. I believe AI can help there. And also in the finance industry, we are seeing how there are billions of dollars being invested to predict the prices, the commodities, how it is being invested. I believe one day we would be able to, like, up to a certain percentage level, we would be able to use AI to do speculation, etc. So it could change the whole industry. First is AI. Second, I would say the after lockdown there has been an increase on the Indian context. After lockdown, there has been a significant increase in people learning about personal finance, stock market. As you can see with the incoming of online app brokers like Zerodha and Grow, how the people have now uh, have keen interest in investing in the stock markets. We have seen the increase of user base of these apps. So, and there is an increase in financial literacy after lockdown. So it's going to be the industry is going to boom after this, the finance industry.
Okay. Uh, what do you think about DeepSeek AI?
DeepSeek AI.
Yes.
I think it has been a very, I would say, a remarkable product in the history of AI, I would say, considering how they managed the costs, how the chips, the GPUs they had been using, which were of the old style, and they could still develop something of the level which has used so much funds, which uses the latest technology, is something which has to be given credit to the Chinese company. I think they have built something very remarkable.
Okay. How we can become a manufacturing hub of the world?
I would say the policies, obviously the policy. Main would be like, as you know, I would like to quote an example of the company Apple, how they wanted to establish a manufacturing. I mean, they have established manufacturing units in India. The main thing would be providing, I would say, the policy support. Obviously, the government should be able to encourage, as our country has been known for its red tapeism globally. Like there is a lot of paperwork, lot of compliance, lot of taxes. I see that it is changing now. And the main thing would be the policy support from government. Government should encourage, provide subsidies, etc., to businesses to set up their uh, factories in India, and the process should be streamlined. The main point would be.
Ayush, why should we select you?
I believe I bring, as in, I believe a mix of experiences, I would say, and I wish to learn and grow with the cohort that is going to be. I wish to learn and grow with the cohort. I believe I bring a certain type of thinking, critical thinking, and how I could bring to the table through my communication skills. And I also hope to learn from my cohort, those people who will be coming from various different backgrounds, such as engineering. As I am from a non-tech background, I would like to learn more about that.
Okay, that's it from my side. Ayush, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, actually, I had some questions. So, uh, considering, may I know what course are you pursuing? It's it PGPM or PGDM?
I'm pursuing PGPM.
PG?
PM.
PGPM. Okay. Considering I had doubt, I mean, like, my profile is like 986 and I have scored 88.5 in CAT and 84.5 in ZAT. So, I mean, uh, do you think I really have a chance to converting GLIM
Uh,
Chennai?
yeah. So Ayush, talking about this interview, your interview went off. It was quite good. Talking about the thing that you told, whether you are fit for the campus or not, it all boils down to how you perform during the interviews, right? According to your profile, I believe that you have a decent profile. I won't say it's a better or it's a low, because there are people who are having been in the industry who are from IITs. There are 40 from NITs with 9 profile, right? So your profile is quite decent, but it all boils down to how you perform during the interview, right? Your interview decides whether you will get a seat in the campus or not, right? Talking
Okay,
about the feedback, tell me about yourself. Needs to be crisp, clear, concise, and there has to be a lot of things which you are not mentioned. You should mention 10th,
okay,
12th, UG, work experience, academic project, corporate project, live projects, achievements of your life, position of responsibility that you taken in terms of 10th, 12th, UG, where you are taken position of responsibility, language that you know, skills that you have, qualification that you had, then talk about the certification, technical plus managerial, interest, hobby, and extracurricular activities. All these things come under 1.5 to 2 minutes, right? Work on it.
okay,
Why
okay,
MBA? Whenever you are asked regarding why MBA, you should have a strong opinion and strong answer for that question, because this is the question which decides whether you will get a seat in the campus or not, right? Whenever you are asked regarding why MBA, tell the interviewer that. So, you are a work expert for a fresher.
fresher.
Okay. So, in terms of fresher perspective, you have to tell the interviewer that. So, while doing internships, I had a continuous interaction with my all stakeholders. While talking to them, I realized that I can improve my communication, negotiation skills, strategy thinking by doing an MBA. I want to
Okay,
do an MBA to learn how people process project work at large scale. MBA is a logical forward moment for my career. Talking about Great Lakes, where I get to learn from the smart brains of the country, which will be very handy for me whenever we are working on case studies. Talking about the professors who have
okay,
been at the top B schools of the world, it will be perfect blend for me to learn from them. I wanted to do an MBA to build a professional network through peers, alum, and the industry leaders which are present there.
okay,
Right? Right now, I'm exposed to only one domain of my life, which is finance. But I believe by doing an MBA, I will diversify my knowledge in finance, marketing, product management, consulting, data science, operations. MBA will give me that confidence, build, manage, and scale my own business from scratch. Right? I want to do an
yes,
MBA to expose myself to various industries through case studies, project and internship which are present there, as well as the live webinars that are happening in the campus. I wanted to improve my
okay,
interpersonal skills, time management skills by doing an MBA in
okay,
Great Lakes through the labs and the culture that is present there. It will be very handy for me to learn about variety business models, products, and different services that various business offers. Right? Uh,
okay.
Talk about
Okay,
alumni.
understood, understood.
Yeah, we have a strong network of
Yeah,
14,000 people. I wanted to
okay,
expose myself to live projects, case competitions, interns, and webinars by doing an MBA. Lastly, through a strong network of 40,000 people, it will be very handy for me to doing an MBA.
okay,
Right? Then
okay,
uh,
understood.
I asked you. See, there was some repetition, Ayush, whenever you are making that answer. Right?
Okay,
Think, process, understand what you want to say, then make answer. Read more about
okay,
finance. I'll tell you some terms and technology that you need to keep in mind whenever you're making finance answers. I'll tell you some framework that you need to keep in mind while making the answers. STAR framework: situation, task, analyze, risk. What was the situation? What was the task that you did in that situation? Have you analyzed the situation? What was the risk, result, reward that you get out of the situation?
okay,
Second framework that comes to my mind when it comes to MBA is BCG matrix and McKinsey matrix. Just go to Google, search
okay,
about it. The third framework is XYZ framework. X, what is the situation? This is used for behavioral questions. Why?
okay,
Who was stakeholder in the situation? What was the problem that you solved? What was the input that you were given? Z,
okay,
what was the outcome that you get out of the situation? SWOT framework. Strength, weaknesses, threat, opportunities. This framework is very handy
yeah,
when it comes,
opportunity.
yeah, whenever you ask regarding a business opinion,
Yes, yes,
right? Then
understood.
Yeah, see, Ayush, what you are whenever you are making the answers, your somewhat answers are quite short, right? Along with that,
Okay,
add data, stat, fact, figures, numbers into the answer. I asked you what is your biggest thing in terms of my professional career. You can tell the intro that problem solving. How do you solve a problem? How do you think critically?
okay,
Communication. Maybe in communication, just don't tell the intro that I have strong communication. I have strong verbal as well as written communication skills. And I believe that
okay,
by using these skills, it will be very handy for me whenever we are putting our ideas, whenever we are collaborating with different stakeholders as well as the team members who are present there during my MBA journey. If I get a chance to get into Great Lakes,
okay,
then leadership. Tell the intro that how you lead a team, how you motivate the people, how do you guide and inspire the different people who are staying present there through the actions that you take, right? Strategy thinking could be your uh, one of the facet, right? Teamwork. Always have that teamwork attitude. Till the end of that, so I'm a strong team player. I can bring an impact different group of people through my actions and opportunities that I'm going to get in campus. Weakness.
okay,
Whenever you ask regarding weakness, convert their strength into weakness. So one of my biggest
okay,
weakness is perfectionism. I try to focus
okay,
too much on minor details. You know that I'm having slow progress in life. Then make an instance where you had that weakness and at last of the answer tell the intro that so right now I'm focused on balancing the quality of work that I'm going to do as well as the efficiency.
okay. I'll surely work on this.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very important. I wanted to know all of this.
In terms of achievement, whenever you asked regarding achievement, if you have professional experience, talk about maybe you might have got any employee of the month award or pat on the back award, talk about it. If you are
Well, I am
leadership,
a fresher right now,
yeah.
so
See, I'll tell you all
not,
these things. I'll cover it. Don't worry. In terms of your, if you are fresher, talk about leadership skills in your UG, where you lead a team,
okay.
how you help the team to, show the right direction, vision. Maybe you can talk about you might be having a ranker in class 10, 12th. Talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
If you have played in case competitions, hackathons, talk about it. If you have built a business from scratch, maybe you might have been an entrepreneur. Talk about it.
yeah, yeah,
Then, as an MBA grad, they want a person who is having 360-degree approach, who can make a strong social impact. Talk about any
yeah. That's
experience.
right.
Yeah, talk about any instance where you might be part of an NSS, you might be
Yeah,
part of any volunteering experience, or you might have impact or some set of group of people, right? That's this
okay.
all things come into the picture. They post that uh, uh, you're quite good, frankly speaking. Just work on the things which I told you. Why should we select you? You have to tell the intro that,
Yeah,
so you should select me because I'm a people's person. Whenever we are working on case studies, it is very important to have a different point of view. I'll bring that point of view. Sir, you should select me because I believe that I have that strong leadership skills. When this situation happens where I have to lead a team from front, I'll be the first person who will take that risk. So you should select me because coming from a background where I learned the nuance of finance, it will be very handy for me to share my knowledge to the peers who are present there. So I believe that I'm a
Understood.
people's person. I have strong people management skills. And when the situation happens in B school where maybe in terms of placement committee, maybe in terms of operations committee, maybe in terms of clubs and committees as well as the activities that are going to happen in campus, I lead a team, right? All these things should come into the set. I see we have almost
Okay.
48 minutes of discussion. I don't see.